la ciencia.
Yeah. Don't let up and then don't. Don't let them finish in you, queen. Stay in control. Keep it wrapped, keep it locked. Protect your soul. Healthy sugar walls, future shining bright. Protect your coochie, queen. Hold that crown tight. Yo, listen up, ladies. Real talk in the booth. Every late night move could mess with your truth. Raw without a plan, that's a risky game. One slip could flip the script and change your whole name. Your body is a temple, treat it like a vault. Don't let sweet talk make you lower the guard. Want that clear skin, strong energy, peace of mind. Make them earn respect, boundaries on the line. No pressure, no stress, you the boss of your lane. Smart choices only, that's how queens remain. Don't let them finish in you, queen. Stay in control. Keep it wrapped, keep it locked. Protect yourself. Healthy sugar walls, future shining bright. Protect your coochie, queen. Hold that crown tight.
What's up there, chat? How you doing? It's not set. I don't know what you're talking about, that shizzle. Unless you... What? What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. Use all your words. Hey, chat. What's up, everybody? Oh, let's see. Hold on. Where is the kick chat at? Okay, there we go. There with the kick chat. Kick chat's going. All right. I don't know what's going on over there at the, I don't know what's going on the Twitch. But I don't think I have a, hi, Hi, girl. How y'all doing? I want to thank everybody. I want to thank all the ladies who are joining my Patreon. You always have the chat room set to 20 minutes before people. Oh, it's not set to that? Oh, hold on. What is that about? Yeah, I see things have changed. Hold on a second. Hold on. Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can fix that. I don't know why that's why I was asking if any of you all, I said if you all notice if I'm streaming or not, because they changed the back end. Oh yeah, you're right. It is off. Well, how did that happen? 20 minutes. Okay, there we go. All right, it should be on there now. That keeps out all of the trolls. So yeah, listen. Nobody on YouTube is talking about this. I want y'all to know. Put me down as the first. Y'all stop letting these old, and and I'm gonna tell you something. Nikki, you want to know why I am going at this harder? Because when I just mention it in passing, y'all know every now and then I'll go, y'all stop. If you ain't trying to have no baby, stop letting these men skeet in you. That was my favorite saying. Now my channel has grown because I've been consistent. Now get ready for me to stop being consistent. But my channel has grown. It has grown a lot because I've been consistent with uploading videos. And so I'm attracting people who don't know much about me, if you know what I mean. And so these guys are like, why you telling women that? You acting like a feminist. And I'm like, wait a minute. How is telling women? Now, I mean, you can consider it a feminist. I don't give a shit. Calling me a feminist, I'm not a feminist, but calling me a feminist is not a dig. It's not a slur either, and I don't take offense to it. If you catch me on the right day, I'll agree with you. Okay, but my thing is, I'm thinking like, oh my God, what the fuck? Why? You nasty ass men should keep your spunk to yourself. Let me tell you something. Hold on. Get ready for a rant. If you really think about it, I'm looking out for you dumbass men. Because when a woman decides to have a child that's an unwanted pregnancy because you don't have any dick discipline, and she ass rape you in child support, she makes your life miserable, I'm going to be behind her with my pom-poms cheering her ass on. Boom, headshot. Yeah, girl, get that money, make his life miserable. Yeah, girl, get that money, make his life miserable. I'm going to tell her everything. I'm going to say, girl, yes. I'm like, put him in jail. Go to the courts, get his passport revoked. Garnish his wages. I'ma tear her to fuck you up. See, this is what you don't realize. I am telling this for the women to protect them. But if she decides that she don't want to protect herself because she want a baby trap, because I want y'all to know, baby trapping can go both ways. Baby trapping is just not a one-way street. Stop thinking that men are the only ones that can baby trap you. Child, please. The best baby trappers are women, okay? Boom, headshot. Because you baby trapping a man who don't have any dick discipline, you baby trapping him to get that coin. But if you baby trap a Dusty, you don't want to look like an idiot. You look like an idiot. You're the dumbass. Okay, who the hell is proud to have a baby by Dusty? You gonna be like going all crazy like Wizard Liz. So what I'm saying is that when I tell women, if you ain't trying to have no babies, don't let a man skeet in you. And just to go to show you, men are not natural leaders. Because if they did, they wouldn't be going crazy and actually crashing out because I'm telling women what to do with their own bodies. Like, oh my God, my body, my choice don't apply to you. When you in us, if we give you the permission to enter into us and have sex, we can tell you what to do. Like, hey, when you about to come, pull out. And you gotta say it with some like danger. This is the reason why I can't relate to a lot of stuff that a lot of women do. And I think it's all because of our upbringing. Okay? And it's not your fault. No, none of us chose our mothers and fathers. But when you come across an adult as an adult, you have the option to reform who you were to who you want to be. So I could never relate because I never, ever wanted kids. I used to make that motto incantation when I was a little girl in DC. The way I was raised, I said, why would I want any of my children to go through that? So I had already made that. So from then on out, I was like, ain't no man gonna skeet in me. I'm just not gonna have that. And then I learned several years later why that's not healthy for women who don't want to have kids. You want to have kids? Skeet, 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 skeet. You don't want to have kids? You better not skeet at me. I got 911 on fucking speed dial. Okay? I'm not anti-natalist. I'm not against no. I'm not anti-natalist. I don't want y'all to even think that. Cause I have 4 beautiful godchildren. I'm just speaking from women who don't want kids. If I had a better upbringing and got psychological help for the way I was raised, I probably would have kids. But I don't wish to physically physically torture my children the way I was tortured. That is the reason why I don't want to have kids, because I don't want to do to any child. And I know people say, well, you don't know that. You don't know if I won't, because I never got psychological treatment for that. I got psychological treatment for being a police officer and getting stabbed and all that other stuff I had to go through being a cop in the SWAT team. All right, I got psychological therapy for that. I even got psychological therapy for all the stuff I seen as a child growing up in the ghetto. But I didn't get any psychological treatment. And it's not that I avoided it. It was just never on my mind. So I love kids so much that I refuse to have any to pass on that generational trauma. And that's a real thing. My great grandmama probably got her ass beat by her slave master and then therefore she realized she has to be, in order for her child to be obedient, she had to beat my great grandma, and my great grandma beat my grandma beat my mom, and my mom beat the fuck out of me. I never been hit by my dad, by the way. But my dad was beat too by his grandma, because his grandma, which is my great grandma, okay, because his mom, my grandma, had died when he was a teenager. So, it kind of stopped on my dad's side, but it did stop on my mom's side. So I refused to pass that on. That's the reason why that's the only reason. I would love if people have children if they were good parents. I think a lot of bad people are having kids. That's the only thing is with me. So that's the only reason. I just want y'all to know that's the only reason that I refuse to have children is because I don't wish to pass on that trauma that has been passed on throughout the generations on my mother's side to my kids. So that's that. But anyway, so I noticed that there's a lot of men that have been subscribing to me are really upset that I'm telling women, don't let men finish in you. They big mad. And then so therefore I say, so when I see a woman who purposely get pregnant because a guy didn't have any dick discipline and he skeeted in her and she had a baby, she refused to get an abortion, I hope she makes his life miserable. You can't have it both ways. You can't sit up here and say, well, you telling these women to not let us skeet in them. They want it. I'm like, no. Women don't want it. The insecure pick-me's want it. Okay? All right? The insecure pick-me's want it. The women who don't know their value don't want it. But women who know their worth don't want it. It don't do nothing for us. Okay? So then if they had the baby and the woman like making his life miserable, I'm like, yes, girl, slay queen. Yes, girl, get that money. Put that man in jail if he don't pay it. Okay, so that's what I want y'all to understand is that I'm gonna start pushing that message more. Let me also say something else, because I am attracting a lot of men again to my channel, so I have to make myself and it's not their fault. Believe it or not, I am masculine, all right, as a woman. And if you guys see how I act, I love to fight. That attracts men. It's men love aggressiveness. Men love violence. Men love confrontation. Women don't love that. So when they see me going after Myron Gaines, who's a homosexual, by the way, just want to let y'all know that. When they see me going after Myron Gaines, I go after him like a man. No woman you can't name one, I dare you, you can't name one woman on Twitter that get into Myron Gaines, who's a homosexual. You can't name one woman that get into his ass the way I do. Not one. I'm the only one. And people in the reputation is, hey, don't fuck with Tree. She got that smoke. She loves it. She got time too. Men see that because it's rare. And so they go, oh, damn. Even though my profile tell you exactly who I am. And therefore, that's how they subscribe. And then when they hear I'm pro-woman, I am pro-woman. I love all women, all races. Y'all are my sisters. I got your back. I'm here for you. You are my number ones. I also go after red pillars. Why? Because they go after women. Okay? They go after women. And that's why I go after them. Because no other woman go after them like I go after them like a man. Again, I go after them like a man. And then y'all notice I've been quiet on Twitter, right? Now there's a whole big fight going on between Lauren and Richard and the Wilsons. I'm just sitting there going, okay, I'm going to see how y'all going to handle this, because I gave them the blueprint on how to deal with them damn fucked up Wilsons. But, you know, Ain't nobody gonna tear them people down like a black woman, so I just mind my business. Anyway, let's get into it. All right, let's get into it. So we're gonna talk about two people today. We're gonna do clavicular first because I want to show y'all something that I just noticed. Shout out to Lily and TJ. I really appreciate them because I am not active on Twitter. There's a lot of things I am doing. I got a lot of irons in the fire. Also, y'all see I uploaded some great content onto my Patreon. Do I have my, I still didn't, you know what? I need to stop doing that. I thought I had my Nightbot promote my Patreon, and all it's doing is promote my, I'm gonna have to have it promote my Patreon every 15 minutes. Hold on, let me put that to this. Hold on, guys, let me put that to the side because I keep forgetting to do that. I keep forgetting. No. I keep forgetting things will never be the same again. Okay. All right, there we go. So they keep me up to date on a lot of stuff. And so we're going to talk about clavicular, right? Because, okay, let me give y'all an update here. Clavicular was the face in front of Bakara. Clavicular came out. Now, I want y'all to understand, ladies and gentlemen, Clavicular lies a lot. He lies a lot. Lies. A lot of stuff he does are just stunts and pranks and lies. Some of it is real. Now, did he get a nose job? I don't think so. Let me tell you why. I know white people, back me up here. I know white people who get nose jobs. They always have black eyes. Am I wrong? Now, I am open to be proven wrong. Okay? Unless there's a new technique where the under the eyes are not affected, let me know if there's a new technique, because science change every day. Science change often. There's new technology, new chemicals, new this, that, and the other. Okay? And I was told that because we're gonna go into that. This is right here with him getting the first place he got rhinoplasty. Every white person, and even some black people, but I don't know that many. I only know one black person who got a rhinoplasty. Everybody else I know who got one are white, and they had black eyes. Okay. So I was about to say the same thing, Tree. They break your nose and it usually get two black eyes. Yeah. So this is what I'm saying. You got to be careful with clavicular. He a liar, dude. He is a freaking liar a lot. So here he is saying that he's no longer a part of Bakari. And the reason why, I'm going to tell you the truth, because he's not going to tell you the truth. Right. So it says right here, Clavicular explains why he no longer has any ownership in Bakari. You never had any ownership in Bakari. That the Bakari Club is owned by Israelis. What did they say? Israeli mob? The Israeli mobs? So you were never an owner and you was just hired as a face of it. And because these people don't know how to keep stuff close to the chest, they don't know how to stop streaming, that's how everybody found out. and because of the negative press, he did not add anything to the Bakari. I did a video on it showing how empty the damn club was. He said, saying that the shareholders forced him to give up his ownership mixed with the mixed with the liability that follows the nightlife industry. Okay, he don't own no damn shares. What shares? What shares? There is no shares in in a nightclub. There are shares in a company that owns a variety of nightclubs, but there are no shares. So this again, more lies. My mom got a nose job and her eyes were black and face swollen for yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like so he here we're gonna look at this in a minute. This is him getting a rhinoplasty. Saying this is him making his nose significantly. Let's look at this. I didn't even see this. Let's look at this.
How about that? Is that better? Yeah. See, do you see the difference now between the width of this nostril and how this one's more narrow now?
No.
Can the chat see that? Everybody can see that?
No. It
okay.
looks the same.
Okay. And just do the other side. And we try to match it up, although it's never identical. Wait, do you get a picture already or not yet? Oh, he's got to get a picture for the chart. Sure, yeah.
See, this is what I'm saying. Come on now. So, what doctor is going to let a surgeon, what surgeon is going to let some random woman come up in there with a phone with no gloves on?
Boom, headshot.
With no blue gown on. Do you see what I'm saying? They fake stuff all the time. If you are a surgeon, where my nurses at? Come on, nurses. Come on. Let me tell y'all something. I'll never do this again. I'll never, ever, 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 ever do this again. But I had to go into surgery with my best friend's sister, who was getting a C-section. Dude, I had to wear a thing on my head, and they had to put me in a blue. What do you call that thing? It was a blue stuff a blue gown or whatever over my body, and all I was doing was sitting there holding her hand. That's all I was doing. I wasn't participating. I was just sitting there, and she was knocked out. She didn't even know it was there. But she insisted that I said, girl, don't you ever ask me to do something. A gown. Thank you, Morgan. I was there. Thank you. There you go, Julie. I was in a surgical gown. I had to have a surgical gown. I had to put some stuff on my feet. I had to rinse my hands. I had to be very sterilized to go into a surgical room for a C-section. Okay? And I'm sitting here saying, what the hell? So you mean to tell me that he gets a nose job, her arms exposed, she ain't got no gloves on, all she got on is a mask and a head thing. She ain't got no surgical gown or nothing. And I'm supposed to believe that this is a real surgery with cameras and everything. You gotta start looking at all the clavicular stuff as if by default, he's a liar. By default, he's a liar. Okay? So right there, it's just completely, this whole thing with, and see, this is a miserable person who gotta go through life faking stuff just for fame. I don't understand that much, because I don't have low self-esteem. And okay, let me just say this. I understand, and I always have to say this because my life is different. When you're constantly seen out in public, no matter what you're wearing, no matter what you're saying, no matter what, and y'all know I'm very tall, I'm 6'3", right? I'm always seen. So because I'm always seen, I don't do stuff online to bring attention to me. There's nothing wrong with women taking a whole bunch of pictures. We're about to see this with Liz, okay? But I always find that when you constantly got to take pictures every damn day in different positions and different this and different that, telling all your damn business, you are empty inside. And I hope I'm not insulting anybody, but that's what I see. Like all this just too much information and too much of us looking at you because you're looking for validation. You know, saying, I know what I look like. Like today, I was like, do I feel like putting on my war paint? Okay, doing my hair, even though I got dreadlocks. I was like, do I feel like doing a cute style? I don't feel like it. So I'm not in front of the camera. Okay. So there's that. Oh, y'all envious. Y'all didn't know I was this tall? Yeah. So I was like, I don't feel like it. So that's why y'all just hear me. Y'all don't see me. So I don't do extra stuff to get seen. Clavicular is doing all this stuff because he has to be seen. And for some reason, he is addicted to the spotlight. People like this live sad lives because when the cameras are off, when nobody knows your name, when nobody gives a damn about you, you are now living in your self-made hell. Okay. Is that why your channel is named? Yes, that's my actual nickname. My actual nickname is Tree. People didn't know that I was like, my actual in IRL life nickname is Tree. Oh, that's so good. So there's that. So let's listen to these lies he got to say. Oh, wait a minute. I didn't finish reading this. I don't give a crap about Bakari anymore. I already made my bag. He did make his money because they gave him a big money. They gave him money up front to be in front of the industry. But it's like, this guy is 20 years old and you can't keep up with the lion. What happens is that he's losing credibility right now because he cried wolf too many times. And wait till you see what his body looks like now. I do not have any ownership. You never had any ownership. Did they think the club would work without me? Well, the club wasn't working with you either.
Boom, headshot.
I will be honest. The club was suffering before Clavicular, and it didn't get that big with Clavicular. So they was like, why are we giving you all that money? So they got rid of him. Okay. So there's that. It's now undeniable that I am the only thing needed to turn a failing business into a money-making machine. What? Bakara is not a money-making machine. What are you talking about? Anyway, let's listen. Let's listen to these copes. Let's listen to this cope he had to say.
I don't give a shit about Baccarat anymore.
No black eyes. No black eyes. But I'm supposed to believe you got a nose job.
I already made my bag. I flipped it. I flipped the shares. Yeah, Baccarat, I made a bag out of my shares, dog. Yeah, but I do not have any ownership of Baccarat anymore.
They all love this music. I cannot get with this music, bro. Holy smokes. The man who this is Clavicular, the man who says, I would never date a white girl who went with a black guy, but you definitely can't stop listening to black music. Woo! Okay. I can't even listen to that.
I sold 100% of my shares.
He didn't have shares.
It is funny though, because like they thought that me not being there would like the club like just immediately come on. Like I don't really like. Did they actually think the club is gonna work without me?
Again, the club's not working with you. The club didn't work before you. I don't know if you all been down at Miami, right? But for those of us who've been to Miami, it's a lot of clubs. A lot of clubs. There's something unique about your club that will attract people. And I'm sitting here saying, like, what would Bakara, what would make that club any different than the other club? Now, don't get me wrong. I have been to some awesome clubs in Miami, but I haven't been in Miami in years. Ever since a very good friend of mine died of a heart attack, that broke my heart, because like we would go down to Miami and just live it up. But I haven't been down there since then, and we're talking about, jeez. Ooh, we're talking about 2008 or 9 or something like that. We're talking about way back then. But when I did go, I had a ball. But I think it's changed since then. So we're talking about almost 20 years from there, almost. And so I don't think the club that were great back then are now relevant today. But I see the clubs today, there's too many of them. Way too. It's okay. Yeah. It was a surprise, but after, when you realize, like, she was a bodybuilder on gear, and all bodybuilders have heart problems. It's just that I didn't think that was going to happen to her so soon. Clad need to go to a farm and milk some cows. I have not lived in since. Yeah, so if you haven't lived there in 97, it's changed, because I don't think that when I was there in 2008, I don't think it's the same way as it is now. Because when I look at the live streams of a lot of these live streamers, and I look at how the surroundings, I'm like, that don't look like the Miami I'm used to. Okay.
But it's all
I am 83 years old.
good. I made my bag, so it's all good. I'm happy about it. I'll still pull up and show support. But I'm just happy. I made a lot of money on that deal.
Okay, now y'all ready to see something? Okay, now I'm gonna need you again, chat. Listen, here's another thing that I think is another lie. I don't know though, right? Press 1 if you remember this brother, is a black man who got his legs broken to be extended. As a matter of fact, let me go get the video. Right? Let me go get the video. Here we go. Yeah. Okay.
What would you do to gain 7 inches of height? Well, this young man underwent limb lengthening surgery where the bones of his lower leg are broken and then they are separated using an external fixator. That fixator, you have a screw that you turn 1 millimeter a day and it separates that bone by 1 millimeter a day. And the idea is that new bone will grow in that millimeter gap. Now, as you can see, he has to do a lot of physical therapy to heal from this. There are major risks of complications.
And he still can't walk straight. Well, let me see. What is his name? What? Oh, let's finish watching this.
Such as osteomyelitis, which is an infection of the bone. And this is not something I recommend. Would you do this to gain 7 inches of height?
Okay. Hold on. Let's see. What is his name? Meet the man who paid $80K to grow 6 feet tall. Oh, here we go. His name is Don. Hold on. His name is Denzel Singers. Okay. Now this was 2 years ago, chat, right? Let's see. I checked on him last year. He still couldn't walk straight. Daggone it. Hold on. Okay. Denzel Siggers Now, here we go. Oh, TMZ will get me. Hold on a second. I'm trying to find. Oh, what am I doing? Let's see if anything for this month. Nope. Let's see. Anything for this year.
Figures. I'm 27 years old and I spent $100,000 on limb lengthening surgery. They break your bones surgically, they cut them and they attach devices that extend the bones over time. I've always been very unhappy with my height, pretty much my entire life. I realized I was short around 15 years old, and ever since then it's kind of weighed on me. It is much easier to reach things that I struggled with before. The world is a much different place now that I'm taller. People smile at me everywhere I go. I've never had this kind of like reaction from people before, and I really enjoy it.
The truth is, it doesn't change as much as people magically think it's. Hello? I wish I.
Hold on. Oh, here we go. All right, here we go.
Of tears later.
The sad truth is, it doesn't change as much as people magically think it's. I feel a small sense of disappointment because I was so caught up in the beginning and the hype and the excitement and everything.
Yeah, look, man, I don't want to be.
No, I don't want no commentary.
And walking like Frankenstein. That his pussy rate was skyrocket?
So since I had this, my pussy rate that.
Oh, God damn it.
This is what this figure is. You know, depth of reference and attributes. Overall, break your knees for coochie and coochie.
See, this. He still. I don't want to listen to this commentary. I'm sorry. He still can't walk right. Okay? He still is not. And this. So now, did you all see how that works? He's still not walking straight. He's like he says, he's walking like Frankenstein, right? So now you know the after effects of what happens to someone when they get their legs broken. So now to increase their height. So now that we know the background of it, now let's look at Clavicular. And I want you to look at him and ask me, did he get limb lengthening surgery? Did he literally get limb lengthening surgery? Because one, he didn't get rhinoplasty. We already came to that conclusion. And I got a funny feeling he's faking this too. So here we have controversial streamer Clavicular just revealed he underwent limb lengthening surgery before his rhinoplasty. The 20-year-old Looks Maxine creator shared details on stream, confirming he went through the intense procedure to increase his height as part of physical. I call cap. Clavicular reveals he secretly had a limb lengthening surgery right before his rhinoplasty.
As you can see, these are the distractors. I added 2 inches to my lower limbs.
Now, that's completely different. That's why I don't believe this happened. Because remember the guy, hold on, let's go back to him. Remember the guy who had his, well, let's look at this guy then.
You had to be in a wheelchair the whole time. You will ask yourself, will it ever go? Will I ever?
Okay, this is what your leg looks like when you get limb lengthening surgery. Because remember, they said you got to turn up the dial a centimeter a day. That don't look, chat, does hold on, let me put this over here. Chat, does this?
These are the distractors.
Does that look like this?
Ever be able to walk with? Hello guys, today I want to you have to do physiotherapy, you have to fix it by yourself. Eventually, after some time with the crutches, I was finally able to fix my ballerina foot and start walking normally. But in the beginning, when you start walk normally, you cannot just walk anywhere freely immediately. It takes some time. You will feel your bones hurt a little bit in the beginning because they still need to get stronger. You will feel your muscles get sore faster because your ballerina foot was just being fixed, but it's still not 100% ready.
Outer Road
for
just
long
tipped
walks.
$5. He walks like when you have in a tampon and it's slipping out. His giving period fart.
Why does that not show? Hold on. Hold on. Let me see if I could bring. Why do that come not here? Oh, because I purposely did not bring in this one. I'm sorry. Thank you, Outer Road. All right. So So this is why I don't believe he got it right. It's like walking with a tampon. You're so crazy. You think you think you with a tall man? Gon' give you short man DNA, and they want to complain about us and makeup, right? And even though I don't wear wigs like sisters, I support you wearing wigs. So I don't. White women wear extensions. I don't have no problem with that, right? But to sit up here and just like change your entire skeletal system. Also, I'm sorry. I'm saying this as a tall woman. I think tall men are overrated. I know that's coming from me. I know shorter women think different, and you should, because based upon my observation and my experience, way more tall men love shorter women. Okay? Because y'all keep them in check. You know what I'm saying? Y'all check them, right? But they love shorter women. But as a tall woman, I found that shorter men have, more self-esteem. They're go-getters, and they're very good in bed. They're not lazy. They don't think, because when you're taller, your ding-a-ling is above average. And so, you ain't got no bed game, in my opinion. Now, I'm not saying every tall man is that way. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying tall men are a little overrated. I'm just thinking like they just overrated. Okay. Best boyfriend I ever had, okay, besides my husband, was a 5'8" Marine. 5'8" Marine, baby. Okay, that was my heart next to my husband. So I was like, what y'all talking about? But Tree, I'm 5'10". Ain't nothing wrong. You good for a 5'8". Well, 5. Listen, if I'm 6'3" and can date a guy that was 5'8", and you 5'10". Oh, I'm sorry, Michael. My bad, Michael. Michael said, I'm sorry, Michael, you're a guy. My bad. I thought I was reading wrong. I thought you was Michelle. Michael, if you 5'10", I'm sorry, isn't that above average? Isn't that the average height of men? Right? I don't think you have a problem being 5'10". It's men who are 5'8", 5'7", 5'6". Oh Lord, rip for anybody 5'8". 5'6". Did you call him Little Wolverine? No, I did not. Okay. Average height for men is 5'9". Okay, thank you, Trinity. Okay, so yeah, Michael is 5'10", so he good. Ain't nobody complaining about no man being 5'10". Okay, all right, here we go.
You can see these are the distractors. I added 2 inches to my lower limbs.
I don't believe this.
2 inches to my third leg, and now we're finishing the rhinoplasty.
Now, I just don't believe this. I just don't. Cap. All he did was put some stuff on his leg. I don't even believe he's in the hospital. I think this is just this is a set.
Lower limbs, 2 inches to my.
Yeah, look at this. I just don't believe that. This does not look like something. Yeah. What does this do? And see, here's the deal. Most of Clavicular's audience are young. Do y'all remember when the prank channels would do all these pranks and we was telling people like, yo, prank channels are fake. The channel is real. FouseyTube would never lie to me. No, you just lying. You just a stinky faced lady. FouseyTube would never lie. Vitaly is telling the truth. It's real. It's real. You just jealous. And then all of a sudden it comes out that they was faking all the pranks. Michael, thank you so much for the $5. Just playing tree. Glad to see you. I wish people focused on the heart more than looks, but I understand. I think it's because men focus more on the looks, okay? Like, for example, and I'm not saying women don't focus on the looks. I'm not saying that, okay? But for the most part, right? Women got BBLs. I don't know why they did this. I warned y'all about them BBLs 5 years ago. Or was it longer than that? Maybe 6 years ago about them BBLs. Women got BBLs because of men. Not because of women. Because men were fascinated with asses. And as a woman who has a natural big ass, I was telling everybody, don't get no BBL. Now, people are regretting BBLs because I heard that the dead tissue is causing a foul odor that's causing hygiene problems. And so now they're all that pain and sacrifice to get a big bubble butt to just now get it removed. Like, it's just, and it looks so odd. Like, I don't like no Cardi B. I can't stand Cardi B. But, and it was forced on me. On my Twitter timeline, I was going through my notification and somebody used a gift of her jiggling her big ass. And I'm sorry, even if you don't like somebody, which I don't, I can't stand Cardi B, you can't help but stare. You just looking at like, and it's not like you got an attraction to it. It's not like you're fascinated about it. It's not that you're envious. It's just like a train wreck. You just look at, she just bent over, twerking, and all that fake ass just going. It's just crazy. It's just absolutely crazy. Surgery can go south. You should check out Frank Tufano. Who's that? Who's Frank Tufano?
To my lower.
And I don't think he would be this calm after limb surgery.
Lower limbs, 2 inches to my third leg, and now we're finishing the rhinoplasty.
Yeah, she's in jail. The woman who was injecting cement, she's like currently in jail right now for that. All right, now, look at how skinny his legs. So Clavicular is no longer on steroids. Okay, he's still doing his fake thing with the nose. Okay, I don't believe he got. I don't see a difference. I don't do that. But look how skinny he's gotten. Y'all ready for this? Clavicular stopped taking steroids. I don't believe. Also, this is a lie. They said he's been off for 4 weeks. I'm telling you, as a woman coming from the bodybuilding community, 4 weeks off of gear don't turn you into this. Okay? 4 years off of gear 4 weeks off of gear does not turn you into this, and it don't turn you into this. Child, please. We're talking about months off of gear. He is aging so bad. Look at this. Hold on. Oh shoot. Hold on a second. Let me get off of this. Look at him. Watch this. How old do you think he looks right here? Chat, how old? Throw the numbers in the chat. Throw the numbers in the chat. How old does he look? This now, I do believe out of all the things he said, let me tell you what one of the things I do believe he did tell the truth about. I do believe he told the truth about starting steroids at the age of 14. I do believe that. I do believe at the age of 14 he started gear. Wow, you guys, that was a lag. Hold on a second. Let me check on why that was such a huge delay. Did they change my delays too? Hold on, chat. Let me see if I can fix this. Jeez Louise. I asked that question and like 5 minutes later. Customization. Hold on a second. Now, how do I do this again? They changed the back end of our stuff. Oh, I can't change. Oh, they did. They did change it. The hell? That shizzle. Remind me when you get a chance. Tell me to go change my response time. It looks like YouTube reset everything. 45, 35. Let me read the numbers here. 30, 34, 30, 49, 40, 35, 45, 35, 36, feel like 45. Yeah, he's, again, let me just remind you, 20 years old, looking like this. Men, because little boys are not going to listen to women, okay? So I tell men who are fit and muscular, even if you're somewhat muscular or you're jacked, you have to tell teenagers not to get on steroids. It will shorten their lifespan by 15 years, maybe 20. They will age rapidly. Okay? And they will never, if they don't have the genetics to offset all those hormones, the hormones, the HGH, the HGH, the Trinabol, the Anavar, or the test E, any kind of testosterone, it will cause their heart to enlarge, and it will have so many side effects. I love Ronnie Coleman. Okay, y'all want to see a picture of me and Ronnie Coleman? I have never shared this picture before. I found it 2 weeks ago, and I was like, oh, look at Ronnie. Hold on a second, let me see if I can find it. I had it here. I was looking at it not too long ago. Oh my God, where is it? Where is it? Hell, I'm probably looking right over it. I am. Hold on a second, chat. Oh man, I think I'm looking right over it. It's a picture of me. Damn! Hold on. I found it. Here we go. Oh, it's so small. Ronnie doesn't look like this anymore, right? But Ronnie Coleman, if you see Ronnie Coleman today, yeah, I was a natural competitor. If you see Ronnie Coleman today, he can barely walk. He's like, he had so many surgeries. Hold on, let me see how many surgeries did Ronnie Coleman have? How many surgeries did Ronnie Okay, here we go. How many have? Okay. So, Ronnie Coleman, oh my God, look at this. Ronnie Coleman has undergone more than a dozen surgeries since 2007. These surgeries have primarily been to address chronic pain and injuries sustained during his bodybuilding career. He had a double hip replacement. He had disc surgery to elevate pain from damage. What is this? Intervertebral disc. Coleman's extensive surgery history is a result of extreme weights he lifted throughout his career. And he this is what he looks like now. Let me see if they show. He don't even look like this anymore. He don't look like this anymore. On the left, he looks like this is a little close. Oh, this is that's too small. He don't even have this definition anymore. I saw a very, very recent picture of him, and it was so sad, right? But in the end, where's Clavicular at? In the end, getting on steroids so early will mess you up. And look, Ronnie Coleman didn't get on steroids until his 30s. And look at how it's taking a toll on his body. Clavicular got on steroids at the age of 14. I don't think Clavicular is going to make it to 30. I don't think he's going to make it. I don't think he's going to make it to 30, right? Cuz you achieve this, right? And then you go back to this and you're like, wow. It looks like, so you're going to look in the mirror and then look at his legs. His legs has atrophied so much, right? His legs have atrophied so. These are the legs. And again, I don't believe he had no damn surgery. This is just cap. These are the legs of someone who looks like they were hospital bound, like wheelchair bound. You know how your muscle atrophy like that? Yeah, Ronnie did say he didn't. Ronnie did say he doesn't have any regrets. Okay. But this is what I believe. I think you should do like Lee Haney and you leave while you're at the top. Lee Haney don't have any surgeries like that. Lee Haney looks great. Lee Haney's walking on both legs. Lee Haney's doing great right now. So I was like, yeah, why not do what Lee Haney has done? And Lee Haney never really abused steroids. Okay, even though I don't like him anymore, Arnold didn't abuse it either. So, but you know, it is what it is. And Arnold's not using a wheelchair to walk around. We will look back in the future to see how ridiculous and regarded clavicular. That's so true, Danielle. So there's that. So that's what happened with. Let me get rid of my picture. So that's what happened. Like clavicular. Oh, it looks so different. And he's gonna clip it and ship it. Clavicular whole thing is about his looks. Okay? When he looks in the mirror and he doesn't see this anymore, he's going to go into depression. And with his drug use, that's going to cause him to go into heavy drug use because of that depression. And he's going to have to probably a part of me thinks he had to get off of gear because of health reasons. That's what I think. I think he had to get off of gear because of health reasons. That's the only reason. But this right here, look bad. He looks like an old man. Hey, Sonny, You got any of that Welch's candy for me? Come on over here. Let me tell you about a streaming platform called Kick. Oh, back in my day. All right, let's get on to our girl, Wizard Liz. Liz is losing her mind, y'all. Now, remember I told you all, I said you can always tell when somebody is suffering from low self-esteem because they just cope. She can't stay off of TikTok. Hold on, let me get her TikTok. Actually, what is this? Wait a minute, let me see something. So, taking pictures again. There's a quote that says, if your peace depends on everything. Oh gosh, hold on a second. If your peace depends on everything going right, that's not peace, that's control. Cope. This woman lives a very miserable life. Very miserable. Very miserable. What does this say? Me and Sab's new song, No Money, No Honey, should we release it on Spotify? Okay, more cope. Okay, that's beautiful. So her okay. And I think I'm gonna do a video on it if I don't cover it in this. Liz got super drunk and did a TikTok live. And all she was doing was dancing and saying, I'm happy. Look at me. I ain't gotta worry about no child. I'm so cool. I'm like, this woman is living in her own hell. Nobody should want to be this. Okay, more pictures of, hi, look at me. Her, like, look how drunk she is. This is her with her sister. I didn't see this one. What is this? I will rise from anything that comes my way every single time. All right, here we go. You are coping and seething. Oh, come on, sing it. Just can't accept what you see. Ow! You are coping and seething. What? Coping so hard. So look at can you guys read the chat? Yeah, you can, huh? Okay, let me read it to you just in case you can't see the
Trinity just tipped $10. Clav is more proof men will do anything but go to therapy.
Oh my God, facts. And not you using Trinity, not you using the Dr. Phil. Not you using the Dr. Phil voice. Her eyes are empty. Because she has no soul. She has no soul. So let's look at the chat. So somebody says, leave your child with the father. It's time for us women to start acting like men, to be more selfish, to leave our children with their fathers, and to let them be the ones who put their professional lives on hold and struggle with emotional issues due to a lack of support. I don't agree with this at all. I don't support this. Ladies, if you going to carry, okay, I may trigger some people, so get ready. If you going to carry a child and not abort it, and then damn near die, which Liz did put her life in danger. That was a hard pregnancy and childbirth. Go through all that to bring the child into the world just to have your baby daddy raise it? Boom, headshot. Are you crazy? So now you want a future misogynistic pimp that's going to be victimizing other women because your pick-me ass didn't know how to keep your legs closed, did not tell this guy to not skeet in you. And also, All on her. All her fault, right? Because she keeps saying, we as women should have discernment. All right. We should decenter men. But you got pregnant within a month of meeting him. Oh my God. Every birth is risking her life. Not to this extent, it isn't. No. Like homegirl, I've seen, now I just want to let you all know I have been part of several home births. So I look at birth differently than a medical institution. But she was on oxygen. She was on so many medications and stuff like that. I'm like, I ain't never seen no woman go through all that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy. I don't think she should have had kids. She had too much personal trauma with her own father. You know what I'm saying? Watching her own father physically abuse her mom and then live off her mom and rip her mom off financially. So all the stuff that Liz was talking about, I don't know if she was trying to convince to herself. So that's what I think. But all the stuff that she be saying, she doesn't believe it, dude. She doesn't believe it. And I oh God, I don't believe. Here's my thing, ladies. If you're going to have a baby just to leave to the man, then just go ahead and get a damn abortion. What's wrong with you? Go ahead and get a damn abortion. At least you would not be raising a dag. At least you would not give the earth, okay, ain't shit man like a Andrew Tate, like a Tristan Tate, like a Myron Gaines, like a Andrew Wilson, like a Walter, aka Pugsy. This is what y'all don't understand, how powerful we are as women. And I'm not a religious, so I don't believe in this. Oh, you killing it. No, I don't believe in all that. Because I don't believe you can kill the spirit. The spirit is energy. You can't kill it. You can't kill that. You can destroy the body that the spirit was going to manifest in, but you don't kill the spirit. So be like, nah, I'm not in the right headspace right now. I haven't had any treatment or I haven't had any therapy on my past trauma. So I'm not going to let you manifest yourself through my body. I'm not going to let you, use my body as a vessel to manifest yourself. Come back in about 3 years. We'll try it again. Let's see where things go in 3 years from now. But you sitting here, y'all understand every fucked up man, and there's no exception to the rule, came from a pick-me woman or a woman with low self-esteem. I've never, ever, ever, and tell me one exception to the rule. I've never seen a powerful woman who has high self-esteem give birth to a man who grew up to victimize, torture, abuse, and attack women. I don't know none. I don't know none. Okay? So y'all got to stop saying, oh yeah, let these men raise the child so he can grow up and be a piece of shit like his daddy. Seriously, when you ladies start opening your legs, you got so much responsibility and accountability on yourself, but not only for you, but for future women that are going to be a victim of your son if you have a son. And if you have a daughter, how are you going to protect your daughter to not make stupid mistakes like yourself? That's what y'all need to think about. And also, would you want your daughter to have an ain't shit father like Lyndon? Would you want your daughter to have an ain't shit father like Andrew Tate? You don't understand. It's bigger than you. So just to go through all that pain and suffering to let your baby daddy raise your son. Sons need, by the way, both children need their parents. But, and this is always the case, sons gravitate to their mothers, daughters gravitate to their fathers. And then when this boy grow up and his mom is not around, that is going to have a psychological effect on him. That's going to have some trauma on him. Okay? So y'all need to understand, like, you don't have to worry about putting your children through this if you keep your damn legs closed. How about that? How about that? So anyway, I saw this video already. And it's very interesting. And I remember seeing this video. So it says that that Liz was a sugar baby. But we all knew that, right? Did anybody not believe that Liz was not a sugar baby? I think we all knew that, right? Maybe some of y'all didn't know that.
Peter was such a cringy man. Like, I was shocked when I.
By the way, this is a terrible, a terrible recording. I don't know who did this. Why they blur it out like that? Let me see. Liz talks about Peter. Hold on a second. The wizard Liz talks about Peter. Here we go.
3. Hi guys.
All right, now where's the one where Peter. Transcript. Okay, Peter. 20. Okay, let's see.
I just don't have the energy anymore to talk to anyone.
Okay.
Unless you are my life partner.
But let's clarify
How
this.
do you know that? I think
If
when
he
I
goes
everyone. Listen, if I will meet her, you know how they say when you meet them, you will know.
Yeah, but I met.
Did you have that?
Yeah. So I
know it with someone, not Alfredo at all.
not with Alfredo. And yeah, actually, I did have that with the previous relationship that I had. And
now the sister is laughing because she was like, "That's your relationship." The sister knows everything about Liz. She's just playing along because Liz has a lot of money, right? But I do believe that they have a sincere. Sister. I do believe they have a sincere, close sisterhood. Okay. So no, yeah, this is the sister. This is Liz. For those of you who don't know. So when the sister laughed at her, I think the sister was like, "Come on, girl, you gonna sit up here and say your sugar daddy was a relationship?" But this is so the sugar daddy is Peter.
yeah, I just knew.
What previous? Your ex?
Yeah, I was not gonna use that term anymore on this channel.
Oh yeah, right.
Peter. Yeah, with Peter.
Oh, okay.
I had that with Peter very hard, and
I had that very hard.
Very hard?
I had that very hard. So is it true? Like you meet them, you're like, okay, this is.
No, I knew immediately.
But you were like, I never want to see him.
Yeah,
again.
I really didn't
like
want to
for
see
the
him.
first year.
Yep.
So you know.
Sugar daddy for first year. So this is a better video. I don't know why this video. Let me just fast forward all of this because this is just a bad video. They just copied this. Look, it's so blurry.
And then I was like, you know what? I might actually like this guy.
Yeah.
I'm bad with girls. Well, I guess you're right. Psych! Hit or miss, huh? You've never ever had a girl they've never kissed.
Why would you have this as your baby daddy? Mind you, all because he gave her $10,000. Okay, that's if you want to know what was the money shot. He gave her $10,000. He took $10,000 and he gave it to her, and she was like, "Oh, Okay, all right, okay. I think I got myself a sugar daddy. Like, mind you, Liz never showed pictures of any of her boyfriends because they were sugar daddies, but she shows Landon.
You're shooting shots at your king. Well, you missed, bruh. 7 out of 10. Not even impressed.
What did she see in him? How I feel watching this?
For years, the Wizard Liz built an empire around the image of the high.
By the way, this is gorgeous. I love sweater dresses. Okay, I love this, but it's on a stupid woman, so.
Value woman, a woman who knows her worth, manifests her dream life, and refuses to settle for less. But recently, that carefully curated persona has come under intense scrutiny as people, including her former fans, are exposing the gaps between Liz's brand and her reality. We need to talk about this, you guys, because what were once dismissed as sugar baby allegations surrounding the Wizard Liz's rise to fame, which always felt somewhat mysterious given how quickly she seemed to blow up out of nowhere, are now being brought back into the spotlight. As more information...
She doesn't look the same in a lot of her videos, so I don't even know how many surgeries she got on her face. So also, ladies, when you're young, listen, I don't know. I'm open to be challenged on this, but you won't change my mind. When you're in your 20s, and I'm talking about from 20 to 29, and you're getting all this plastic surgery to your face, I'm sorry, you're suffering from low self-esteem. I think you should leave, unless you have a deformity, like if you got a bump on your nose, or your nose look like Myron Gaines' nose, who's a homosexual. Unless you have a big mole on your face. I mean, she's a Slavic. She's Slavic, aka white. She's Slavic. There's no need for you to get all this plastic surgery. And so many women are getting all these plastic surgeries and they don't look the same in any of their pictures. Okay, if you look at any of my young pictures, first of all, I ain't getting no surgery on my face, for one, right? 2, no Botox either. And we already, oh my God! Oh my God! I saw my arch enemy, Candace Owens' face. That heifer got fillers in her cheeks. Oh, it looked terrible. I was like, oh, let me tell you something. I'm a petty bitch, okay? If I see my enemies messing themselves up, okay, I'm going to be like, ooh, oh, damn, ha, ooh, ha, ha. I'm sorry. I'm not going to act like I'm morally superior. What, are y'all serious? Dude, she looked like a black jigsaw, okay? She looks like a black jigsaw. I said, what in the hell is she doing to her face? Okay, I'm sorry. That just made me happy, okay? I love when bad things happen to my enemies. I'm sorry, I just love it. Anyway, you should not get stuff done. And I don't understand the whole things with the fillers in the lips and the Botox and stuff like that. It's going to age you. Let me tell you something. Surgery, I believe that plastic surgery is for when you get older. But if you take care of yourself at a younger age, you won't need plastic surgery.
Continue to surface, she is losing a significant portion of her fan base, and many followers are starting to question the image she has spent years building. So it all started with this post.
Now, I hate my enemies. Let me tell you something. I'm not gonna be one thing, y'all. Listen. Hold on. Meta Trinity. One thing you ain't never gonna have to worry about me, Sister Queen. You ain't gonna never have to worry about me acting fake. I promise you. If any of my enemies die, in the United States. I am going to go to their funeral, and I am going to take a picture outside their funeral like that brother did and say I had to attend the funeral of one of my haters just to make sure that he dead. That's going to be me. That's going to be me. My grandmama, bless her soul, my grandmama told me that she went to the funeral of one of the women who had a baby with my granddaddy, okay? Because my granddaddy wasn't shit, right? And she had died of a heart attack, but my grandmama said she had faked a heart attack before. So my grandmama said she went to the funeral and she took out a hat pin. Do y'all know what a hat pin is? Let me show you what a hat pin is. A long one. Hold on. It's a long one. There you go. She took my grandma said, I went up there and I stuck my hat pin in that bitch just to make sure she was I wanted to make sure she was dead. Because, I don't want to celebrate for false pretenses. She said she stuck it in her stomach and she wanted to see if she was going to rise out that coffin. Oh! I'm telling you, like, I didn't come from no weak lineage, okay? I just didn't, all right? But when I was a little girl, I thought that was so cruel. Now, as I'm a grown woman, I'm like, oh, I can get it. I can understand it. Orcs, thank you so much for being a member of 19 months. Will you be covering a low-tier guard's court case against his baby mama? It's really juicy right now. What happened recently? Oh, see, Orcs, you didn't remind. I forgot that quick, Orcs. I forgot that quick. I'm so sorry. I think I may make an independent video about it. I forgot that quick. See, that's what happens when stuff happens at the beginning of the week. When Saturday gets here, I forget. User DX said, I would just leave the pin in there. Oh, man. Oh, gosh. Anyway, okay.
A conversation that had been circulating for years. What began as speculation quickly led others to resurface old photos and video clips in which viewers claimed Liz had made several slip-ups that appeared to support long-standing rumors about her past. We're talking the Dubai escort allegations and much more. This is crazy, you guys. Let's get into it because now people argue that these revelations stand in direct contrast to the image she cultivated online and pretty much became a millionaire off of. One centered about being self-made, independent, and having high standards and self-respect.
You guys all like demonize me. Oh my god, she accepted 10K. She folded for 10K. You guys fall for a good morning text. You guys get turned on because a guy sent you good morning. That doesn't turn me on.
So someone made a post talking about Liz's first boyfriend. Liz would talk about this first boyfriend multiple times.
Yeah, Peter, when she started, I do believe Peter was the sugar daddy, was the old sugar daddy she had. I think Red Dale has the full version of it on his channel. Okay, hold on a second. Red Dale. I don't wanna miss out on it. Hold on a second. Red Dale. Okay, got it. I see him. Okay, all right. Thank you, Oryx. Low tier guard tried to deny it, saying it was AI. Are you serious? Low tier guard was in court, and he tried to say that everything that was recorded on the court camera is AI. Oh my God, dude. See what I mean? Having babies by dumbass men like that. How are people shocked she was in Dubai doing what? When she started her channel about, leveling up and, seeking men that's going to give you the soft life. She didn't disclose that she was a sugar baby. See, you can't sit up here and preach to normal girls about living a soft life and getting the bag from a lot of these whales, aka high spenders, and you're a sugar baby. That's not the same. You can't play that game. Right? You have to tell them, okay, ladies, I just want you to know, full disclosure, I'm a sugar baby and my sugar daddy brought me down to Dubai. I'm over here living lavishly. He's buying me Chanel. He's buying me all kinds of expensive jewelry. I get an allowance of $2,000 every week. You have to be transparent. What the girls got caught up in is that they were thinking that, oh, you have to manifest and use woo-woo. Don't get me wrong. I'm into woo-woo, but she's not the woo-woo type, okay? With woo-woo, you have to actually, you have to put some work into it. It ain't no say something like, I'm going to get a rich man who's going to take care of me, and then you just sit on your ass. Like, what? Why should he come to you? Like, what is it about you? You know what I'm saying? What are you doing to manifest such a person? Like, it's not that simple. She makes manifestation a bad name. She makes it look stupid. She really does. And she just tell women, like, you just have to say it and it's going to happen. Like, no, that's not how that works.
Of her videos. Is it the How to Be Spoiled video? I remember her advising her followers about asking men for money because they don't think 2 seconds about asking you to take your clothes off. Subsequently, this post started making the rounds. Y'all, how come she censored all of her boyfriends from Dubai back then? Now, this photo was from back in 2020.
Actually, let's read all that. Let me see. Hold on a second. How come she censored all her boyfriends from Dubai back then? Like, she didn't even post as much as their finger. But as soon as she got with Landon, the druggie, Landon's on drugs? Okay, hold on. I didn't know that. 98% of her posts were close-ups of his unfortunate looking face. Why do you think that is? Do state the obvious. All forms of input are welcome. And Liz, I know you like to lurk in here. Prove me wrong by posting this dude's face, but you won't, and more importantly, can't, right? Yeah, because she can't post her sugar daddy.
Making the rounds. Y'all, how come she censored all of her boyfriends from Dubai back then? Now, this photo was from back in 2023. Like, she didn't even post as much as their finger, talking about how much she would post when it came to Landon. But as soon as she got with Landon, 98 of her posts were close-ups of his unfortunate looking face. Why do you think that is? Do state the obvious. All forms of inputs are welcome. And Liz, I know you love to lurk on here. Prove me wrong by posting this dude's face, but you won't, and more importantly, can't, right? Now, this was the photo from 2023 where Liz had censored this older looking man in her TikTok video, and apparently this was all in Dubai. Someone even pointed out the censor at the time, like, why are you censoring your man? And Liz said,
he ruined my picture for real. How? And how is it your picture? You're standing close to him. It's not your picture. It's y'all picture, okay? It's both of your pictures.
He ruined my picture, and people are like, yeah, we're not buying into that. The man appears to be much older. People are pointing out the white hair they can notice in his photo, and they're like, yeah, this girl definitely had a sugar daddy. All the while, her online brand and everything she was preaching for years was the complete opposite. And that's what people are up in arms about. All the top comments, they were probably married clients, so they wouldn't let her post them. And then people were calling her out for having the gall to accuse Abby of having married sugar daddies.
Did you guys see the new pictures of Abby? I can't show them because she has a thong up her butt. But she was in a fitness company. Can I show the front pages of that? Hold on a second. Let me see. Abby was, oh my God, Abby is living her best life. Hold on a second. The Wizard, Liz, Abby, look now. No, what was that? Oh man. Let me see. Oh, it's not going to show. I don't and I know I know Abby was on a runway, right? And she had, oh, she looked so good. She was it looks like a fitness competition in a way. But I was thinking like, oh my gosh, Abby got the last laugh because now everybody is sympathetic with Abby.
Shaming her for that, when in actuality,
I really would like you guys to see this picture of Abby. Hold on a second. Hold on. I'm about to go see if I can find it. Hold on a second. Let me go on my back end here. Let me go on the back end. Let's see. This week, past week. Oh, I found it. Oh, she's Miami. She's Oh, I can show this. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Let me make sure. Hold on, chat. Oh, no. Hold on. I can only show one picture. Hold on, chat. Hold on. I can only show one picture. Because, like I said, she has a thong on. And the cheeks are out. Look at this. This is not a good picture. She's not posing right. Like if she was to face forward, you would see how much she worked on her body, right? And I looked at her and I go, girl, how did Landon get somebody like you? And I thought, it's because no matter how beautiful you are, if you don't think you deserve better, you won't get better. That's what that is. But I'm really proud of her. I'm really happy she's getting her comeuppance on a good side after the way Liz sick Landon on her to sue. Like Liz is the one that gave Landon money to sue Abby to shut down and to stop talking about him and her.
Fully believe she was fully living that lifestyle behind the scenes. For context, this was the story Liz posted at the time the whole fallout with her and Landon was going on, and when Abby chimed in trying to simply warn Liz about Landon and her horrific past experience with him, Liz said at the time, oh, and I'm trying to message her personally now, but I just saw she blocked me. Girl, how are you going to lie and block me, and how are you going to talk about cheating when Landon just posted evidence of you having a married sugar daddy whilst in a relationship with him? Weird. Someone else posted this. She was constantly switching hotels in Dubai in the time she had a boyfriend back then. And you guys, people are like, the signs were all there. Me calling my man to transfer me money because I accidentally paid with my card instead of his. And if that wasn't enough, sure, watch this video that's going around that has people's jaw dropped. She talks about this guy named Peter who seems to be a cringy old man and says that this man would buy her Chanel bags and luxury items and that she ended up falling in love with this man.
You know how they say when
Oh, okay, okay. I was about to go to the actual video because I was like, okay, this copy is terrible. But okay, they finally got a good copy.
you meet them, you will know.
Yeah, but I met.
Did you have that?
Yeah. So I
know it with someone, not Alfredo at all.
Not with Alfredo. And yeah, actually, I did have that with the previous relationship that I had. And yeah, I just knew.
What previous? Your ex?
Yeah, I was not going to use that term anymore on this channel.
Oh, yeah, right.
Peter.
Yeah, with Peter.
Oh, okay.
I had that with Peter very hard, and
I had that very hard.
Very hard.
I had that very hard. So is it true? Like you meet them, you're like, okay, this.
No, I knew immediately.
But you were like, I never want to see him.
Yeah,
again.
I really didn't
like
want to
for the
see
first year.
Yep.
So you know, after a year.
No, my mom had to force me to go back. But
how does your guys now take it from me, because you know, my parents had no control over me once I left the house. Once I began to pay my bills, my parents don't tell me what to damn do. But that just goes to show you how Islam is like. I'm against all religion for women, right? But Islam is the worst. So because she's Islamic, her mother told her to go back to her sugar daddy, and she did it. Her mom told her to go back to her sugar daddy. Okay. No, you need to go back to your sugar daddy. He's going to save you. And she did it.
What is that? That's when I say something evil. But the issue is like, she had to force me to go back and stuff because the only issue was when I met Peter. Peter was such a cringy man. Like, I was shocked when I met Peter at the airport. I did not know, is Peter 30 years old or 13? Okay? He was wearing a Bulldogs cap, but he was wearing a scrunched up polo that was 12 years old.
Yeah.
So I was like, what is that? And I was like,
And how are you looking?
Oh, I was very beautiful, like extremely beautiful queen goddess. You know? Like when Peter saw me, Peter couldn't believe his eyes. Peter was like, damn, how did I get so lucky? And he told me he immediately fell in love, you know? And but then the issue was when I started like hanging out with Peter the next day, we went to the pool together.
Oh,
and I was like sleeping at my own bed on the pool and he was on his own bed because, you know, I didn't want to communicate with him. And I always drink like water for myself. Okay, it was very hot.
And is Peter of a hot physique, you would say, or?
Peter was very skinny. He had abs, but he was very skinny. And I like some chubby men. I'm ordering, and then when the waiter goes, I hear behind me, and then I look behind, and I'm thinking to myself, listen, this man is so cringe, okay? Pray to God. I look behind, and I'm like, what do you want? And then he goes like, shouldn't you order something for me too, my dear? Shouldn't you ask if I want something? And I was like, I guess, okay. So I was like, sir, what do you want? And whatever, I ordered something for him.
Now, this is not the only thing Liz is getting called out for. She is also getting...
Oh, God. Does she know her lips look like this? White women, sisters, my sisters from another mister, y'all don't need to get y'all lips done like this. Like, don't. I don't think a good white man would look at a white woman with these type of lips and say, ooh, yeah, show one her. Except I think when men look at these plumped up lips, their first thing they're thinking about is them lips on their dingling, because that's how men are. Okay. You don't like ducks. What? I never seen a duck lip look like that. As a matter of fact, duck beaks do not look like that. I don't like this. Yeah, this does look like anus. No, don't do this to your lips.
Called out for having an alt account, allegedly. And this is all crazy information, you guys, but she's being called out for having a fake account that she made where she would defend Landon in the comments and also shame Abby in the comments. So this was the post, Liz's alt Insta she used to bash Abby and defend Landon exposed. Proof. So this was the account name Melina60793. Account is linked to her email. And you know the internet is always down to go FBI mode. This person said, so someone noticed that the user Melina sounds awfully like Liz. She defended Landon and named Abby in the comments. Here are some of the comments you guys can pause to read. The Reddit user said, well, I ran an OSINT search on her email and that Instagram user is linked to her email. Why the F would you make a fake account using your main email and then put that email in official documents that later became public? This is shocking, you guys. So this is the document as of April 2nd of this year, and you can see the emails definitely match. It's the same email. You are effing dumber than I thought you were, Fatima, and now we have proof that you definitely hated Abby's guts and were jealous enough to send hate yourself from an alt account at that. And then they ended off with update, she just deleted the account. And it's actually true. I went over and searched out the account. You can no longer find it.
Now you know. How do you get caught and then you go delete the account because people found your alt? By the way, shout out to women being so creative, because I never thought that that's the way you can find somebody's email address. I never would thought that. I would have never thought to use that technique of actually requesting a password reset. That was so, and y'all want to know why I said, honey, can't nobody be more malicious than a woman. Y'all just don't understand how powerful we are. Look at that. Just look at what they just did. That's some Detective Gadget stuff I could never relate to. She had no one around her to help her SMH. If a woman Abby, who you talking about? Abby? Liz got obsessed with winning Landon, and she won a loser. Yep. Look what he said. She won a dummy prize. If a woman warned me, I would actually take it seriously just in case, because just risk more. Not only that though, but she provided receipts. Not only did she warn her, she provided receipts. And all Liz did was attack her.
So I guess Liz is out here peeking through these Reddit snark pages about her that are exposing her. Apparently, Landon also used this account as well. There was a screenshot of him promoting his business or his rings, and allegedly he used this account to promote his business by sending a question kind of posing as someone else when in actuality it was him, allegedly. This was the screenshot. Laughed my ass off, and Landon used it as well, and the girl shouldn't be hooking up with married sugar daddies, period. Fatima, stop projecting. And you guys, people are on her ass now. And let me just tell you guys, it has been one hell of a month for Liz. I mean, we're in June now, but May was hell for her because she was also in some drama with another TikToker. When the whole situation of Liz and Landon going on each other's stories went viral last week, of them exposing each other, tons of creators were making videos about the situation because obviously it was very shocking for everyone to see. Like, people are saying this was the start of Liz's demise, that she completely ruined her life. She didn't use her sound judgment as a self-proclaimed high-maintenance relationship guru. Liz ended up commenting on this TikToker's video. She was not happy with the things she had to say.
The wizard Liz has commented on my post. Let's read it. Bro, is all you talk about me? You're truly obsessed and deranged in your head. Get a fucking life or read some books so you can talk about someone else, you weirdo. No one will click on your video if you do not put me in the title or take my message out of context. What are we...
Don't. Sadia Khan does the same thing. Why do these women... I promise you that's low self-esteem. Ladies, I'm gonna give you some advice that I've never seen that has not worked. This works 100% of the time. If any of you get popular for whatever reason, and somebody on TikTok or somebody on Instagram or somebody on YouTube or somebody on Twitter X make a post about you, the worst thing you could do for yourself is respond. Why? Because that person can use your response to make content. I've done it with Tim Pool. I've done it with Myrie Gaines, who's a homosexual. I've done it with Grandma Tomasi. I'm about to call him by the way. I've done it with Brian Atlas. I've done it with Andrew Tate. I've done it with so many people who respond to me. You have to ignore them. You have to act like that didn't happen, even if you read it. Okay? Don't do it because they can make content out of you. I don't understand how people don't understand that that is such a easy way to get clout. Okay? By saying, "Oh, you care so much to respond to this person." Got it.
Weird person you are. Hi Liz, you are absolutely right. The videos which I make about you perform so well, but you shouldn't be surprised about this because you are a famous content creator and you talk about things which unfortunately many women can relate to. Toxic relationships. 4 days ago, I made a video summarizing your live stream where you were sharing what you and your ex were currently going through. Liz is not America, so she had to go abroad in order to renew her visa. According to Orlando, I still don't know what the guy's name is, and nobody ever would if it wasn't Phil.
Liz K1 visa got rejected. I got to make a video about. I just realized I saw that. So remember when she said in the video I did the last time where she said, "Oh, I'm about to go see my child real soon," because her lawyer has submitted her papers for a K1 visa. Turn out that her visa was rejected because she overstayed in the United States anyway. So Liz lied. Liz said, "I had to get out of the States because my visa was about to expire." She didn't. She was there while it was expired. And so they clocked her when she left, and she left right after it was expired. So when she submitted her K1 visa to come and visit the United States, it was rejected. So it looks like Landon's going to be a single baby daddy. Because Landon, I don't think Landon's going to ever leave the United States. And it looks like Liz can't get into the United States. So she wasn't even smart enough to have her child. Thank you. I'm saying to myself, you're Slavic. You could have had that child in Dubai. You could have had that child in Chechnya. You could have had that child in Russia. You could have had that child in Bosnia. No, not Bosnia. Oh God, what is the other country that's right by Russia that above Ukraine? Belarus. You could have held that baby in Belarus, but you came to America to have the baby, and also you could have had that baby and then left out. That's what you could have done, but you didn't do that.
Liz, you're a public figure and you post so people have discussions. I actually pinned a comment where I asked people to report Landon because he shared a picture of your child without your consent. And I was very happy to see that this photo was banned. But despite of supporting you as you're going through this absolute nightmare, I do not agree with your philosophy. And to be honest, I often...
So she helped Liz. Did you hear what she said? She said, she told her audience to go report the picture of Landon holding the baby, and it was taken down. So instead of Liz thanking her, Liz is going to come onto her comment section and attack her. You can't make this up, can you?
Find your content quite red-pillish and even dangerous for women. But disagreeing and expressing different opinions is what actually makes conversations productive. When everybody agrees with one another, it means that they probably live under dictatorship. You, just like myself, by the way, are a person with Caucasian roots. So you probably value us having a chance of disagreeing with one another without having fatal consequences.
But anyways, you guys, Liz had made some updates on her Instagram story yesterday, and here's what she had to say. She's been making these videos with her sister Sabina, and everyone is calling her out in the comment section, being like, you're fake pretending to be happy. We know you're miserable deep down, like you are going through hell and back. You're just putting on this front. We're not buying into it. And instead of taking care of her baby and actually taking time to heal, which she desperately needs at this time, she's deciding to respond to all the hate almost every other day. She recently posted this: whoever preyed on my downfall, pray harder. Imagine calling this my downfall. Meanwhile, I'm beautiful, rich, successful, intelligent, and
when you got to constantly tell everybody you're beautiful, rich, successful, and intelligent, you are coping. Is she beautiful? She's attractive. Not beautiful, because I think when you're ugly and messed up on the inside, I don't find you beautiful. Okay, is she rich? Sure, especially with all the money she made from America. Now she's in Slavic countries. Oh yeah, she's making money. Is she rich in Dubai? No, she's middle class in Dubai. All right, successful? Yes. Intelligent? Hell no. Boom, headshot. Okay, intelligent women don't let men nut up in them, okay, the first week that they meet. And then tell my son, I'm pregnant after 4 months. You don't even know this guy. Also, what's with the alligator? I don't understand this picture. Like, why would you want to represent yourself as the alligator? Is that what her thing is? Like, I'm trying to figure out what this is all about, right? Landon had her distracted and dysregulated. Yeah, but I would have to say she allowed it because he was attractive. So here's my thing, Trinity. When you're a sugar baby, none of your sugar daddies are going to be attractive. Did that make sense? So you have to, because they got money, because they're spoiling you, right? As a sugar baby, you have to be with them. And like Liz said, it took her several months, but she ended up falling in love with one of her sugar daddies, even though he was married. I think when you've been underneath all those unattractive sugar daddies, when you finally find a man who's generous, Landon was not a sugar daddy, man. Landon was spoiling her, but he was decent looking, okay, and maybe he was, pleasing her in the bedroom, and that's the reason why she kind of like put all her boundaries and her standards went out the window, went down the toilet, to be honest. So they're usually gross looking with hairy man boo. That's true.
Travel the world right now because my baby's daddy finally decided he wants to be an active parent, and I'm seeing my child soon. I think I'm good. Don't ever feel bad.
Right. There we go. She said, and I'm seeing my child soon. And she said that because of the K-1 visa she has submitted. And I guess her lawyer told her that she was going to get approved, and that did not happen.
Don't need pity. I'm not a victim, and I will never come online and say I'm a victim. I shared my side of the story after he posted pics of my child, but that's it. Keep it moving. Typical baby daddy behavior. Women go through this every day. This is just a public version of what happened.
No, women don't go. I wish they stopped projecting. I promise you, I don't know no woman who been through what Liz has been through. Now, let me break it down. I don't know no woman who have been a sugar baby for several years, meet a guy at an airport who was actually stalking her, invite that man to an exotic vacation with her and her female friend that week, okay? Hook up with him while she's over there at this exotic island during COVID. Stayed inseparable from him with him, like every day, constantly staying in touch with him, constantly being with him. Okay, getting pregnant 4 months later, and because he put a baby in you, he feels comfortable to cheat because he knows you're not going to get an abortion at a 4 month stage pregnancy. I don't know no man like, and you've been preaching. Oh, one more thing. And all the while you've been preaching that you found your soulmate, that you found the right man, that you manifest the man that you always wanted, and he turned out to be a POS. I don't know no woman like that. I don't know no one. Do you? Anybody in here? Any guy or girl? Anybody in here know anyone that any female IRL who been through something like this? So that makes me mad when they say, "Oh, this could happen to anybody." This could never happen to me. And yes, I could say never. This has never happened to me. This will never happen to me. I cannot relate. No, this will never, ever, ever, ever happen to me. It has never happened to me. I don't know what the hell we talking about here. Like, absolutely not. Absolutely not. So there's that. Okay, let's finish.
To women on the daily. The focus should be on women who truly have sad situations and can't get out of it. Women stuck in Afghanistan, for example. That's truly sad. Well, let me know what you guys think about all of this in the comments down below.
Okay, so there's that. All right, chat. So we'll go ahead and do a cool down. We got about, we did pretty good at 1 hour and 57 minutes. So chat, I'm going to talk to you for 3 minutes and then we're going to shut it down. So I have not got pregnant, but I have been played. I think we all have. No. We all been played for a fool, but we ain't been played for this type of fool. Come on. Y'all have to give yourself credit. We all been played for a fool. Not this type of fool though. You know what I'm saying? That's why I can say with my entire full chest, this could never happen to me. First of all, I would never let no man skeet up in me. That's for one, all right? I ain't having no damn babies. Second of all, I would not sit up here and start bragging. Also, ladies, keep your relationship off the internet. Even if you all are not YouTubers or you're not content creators, everybody don't need to know about your man. Everybody don't need to know about your man. Everybody don't need to know about your relationship. I'm like to myself, the reason why a lot of people are bitter, men and women, is because you guys put your relationship on the internet, and then when it doesn't work out, you got all that egg on your face. Wouldn't it be great if you were in a relationship that you didn't put on the internet and you broke up and you ain't got to, explain that because you never told anybody you was in a relationship in the first place? They don't know to go to his IG, TikTok, or YouTube, or Twitter. They know not to go to his social media to find out what's been going on in your life, just like they going over to yours. Like, just Keep it to the chest. And y'all need to learn how to keep secrets more. Like, the hell? Stop telling on yourself. Stop self-snitching. Stop self-snitching. Stop it. Stop self-snitching. Damn, y'all tell so much of your business. It's like, ugh. Anyway. All right there, chat. So thank you so much for coming by. I will have some videos out. Look like I'm gonna have to look at this low tier guard thing. Don't forget to change the response. Okay, thank you, that shizzle. I'm gonna do it as soon as I hang up with this. And so I want you all to know I'm gonna bring some more videos. I should. Oh, we have our AMA. Jasmine and I have our AMA. I put the announcement on the post. Also, don't forget my. Oh, and that's another thing too. I need to go into my Patreon. Daggone it. Hold on. Open link address. Hold on a second. Hold on, guys. Is it? Copy. Hold on a second. Copy link address. Hold on a second. So y'all go check out my Patreon. All right. We have the live. I have a live stream coming up on tomorrow, and I put. We have 3 articles, by the way. Well, not really. 1 article. Can you guys see this? Hold on. Hold on, I'm gonna make it bigger for you. Okay, there we go. So we have 7 easy non-alcoholic low-calorie recipes for the summer. Delicious. Had a couple of you already say you use these recipes. Anti-aging rose hip face serum. The recipe is in the article, and then you can download it and have it on your phone if you want to use this recipe. And of course, this was a requested. Tina wrote the article. This was from a patron who's celibate. She wanted us to, and I was like, I ain't celibate. How can I write an article? So Tina is celibate. So she wrote an article on celibacy, reclaiming your energy as a woman. So she wrote it, and I added the AI voice to her article, since you all love that so much. I was like, I can't write no daggone celibacy article. What the hell? What? Anyway, okay, so I'm gonna go. Expect more videos to come your way. Thank you so much for hyping my videos and commenting on my videos and putting a like on my videos. I appreciate you all so much. I'll see you next time, okay? Later.